because this conversation is already going. So we're just going to go ahead and continue the conversation because it's just, once we start going, it's just going. You guys are like here for our comeback show. So welcome anybody and everybody who is looking and watching. For those of you that would like to come into the private chat room on our Google Hang where we record our shows. Our link for that is up on our Facebook pages. And if you don't know what that is, then it's Paranormal Psychic Network, as well as my own and Belle's own pages underneath Miss Belle Salisbury, who is our co-host for this awesome new show. Here's something to chat about, talk about, and they're going to chew the fat on all kinds of topics and stuff. And like I said, we've already started. you are joining a conversation already in progress.
Belle brought her soapbox.
and well, it's a good thing. I think people, we were just talking about the political situation right now. And I'd love to post up little things like, I'm tired of the political garbage. Here's a lizard with a butterfly on his head. I mean, it's like, let's just try. Go ahead and let's take it off the serious note for a minute. I think people get too serious and really, as everyone's finding out, you really don't have a lot to say when it comes to who is running the show and who's in the White House and sitting behind that Oval Office. So anyway, you were saying, Belle, let's go ahead and just continue that conversation because it all has to do with relationships and how we interact with each other and, really what's going on, or should we just talk about the dirty dirt, that everyone wants to bring up about each, candidate, which some of it is valid. Some of it's valid.
It's so kindergarten, okay?
Yeah.
We're wasting taxpayers' money or their donated monies arguing about what your wife did or what you did 50 years ago,
Yeah.
Yes, you know what? I agree. I was just going to say that too. You're saying, I think there should be, well, it went away.
Should be like a lottery, kind of like jury duty.
Yeah, like
Find 6 random people and let them run.
it should be
Yeah.
like jury duty. Does this bring the comment? There we go. I was losing my my conversation here, so now I see it. But you're right. I think that should be. I really feel like that there should not be these restrictions in being able to run for office of president, meaning that you don't have to be a politician. I think that just being an American and part of the I saw the word. I don't know what the word is. What is the United States? A legitimate member of the United.
I was fixing to put off some words.
I'm telling you, I have brain fartitis. I'm serious. Actually, you better be careful. Don't get too close. But I feel like that that it should be able to. It shouldn't go to royalty, so to speak. And that's where we're looking at our leaders. Is that we're just like any other country. We're seeing it in terms of royalty. Who has the most money that they can spend on a campaign to blow smoke up your ass in order
Uh-oh.
to really
We're breaking
the
up.
bottom line of what happens. Sorry to be so crass about that, people, but my feathers are ruffled.
Well, so is your connection. You're breaking up a little bit there, and I hope that we got what you said because it was breaking up for me. I couldn't hear
Is it?
that last bit of rant.
My energy.
I know. I'm like, ooh, calm down.
But yeah, so
but
yeah,
no,
I get a little.
typical.
But I think that let's think about this for a minute. We have people running for office who have never had to worry how they're going to pay a bill, who have never had to worry what they're going to feed their kids tonight. And these are common Americans who are making at minimum wage and probably slightly better than minimum wage, trying to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
For office are people who've never been in these situations, but yet they are in the position to make decisions for those of us that are common folks. And this is where I feel that there should be a no restrictions in regards to a person who would choose to run for office, except that he has experience living life in the United States. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it should cost millions of dollars to run for office. It should not. Where the hell is this money going to? They're paying people to dig up slander? Is that part of the money expense? Really? You know, I just, it's just
Nah. I question the whole
Trump
system.
lovers, but he needs to grow up.
No, I question the whole system. Like you said before we went live, that they already know who the president's going to be.
It's already been predisposed.
Right, it's already been predisposed, and we know that the president, while most other seats in our government don't have a term limit, the president does. Why is that? And it's not just so that someone won't commit. We've already got someone won't. They say that so we won't get communistic and one person running everything. Honey, we've already got one group of people already running everything.
And anybody who's politically, involved knows that Congress is what sets the laws, not the president. He's just a man holding, or excuse me, a woman, either or, holding a title. They're the scapegoat, but it's Congress that makes those decisions for you.
Well, I don't even know about that. Again, the whole system's in question for me because President, yeah, exactly, because President Obama was able to get things through and around without going to the Congress. Because he was able to executive order so many things because he's already been bought. I mean, they all know who's running the show. He's following orders. The president, when they get in there, they follow orders.
You bet. Or they'll find a reason to impeach you. You know what I mean? It's
or kill you.
Yeah. And it's really sad that we have members of Congress that have been sitting there for 80 years. It's an exaggeration, I know, but they've been sitting there forever. And then we have members of government who serve 2 years, then they get out. But guess what? They continue to draw a retirement salary equal to or better than their, regular salary, okay, that they earned while they were in office, and full health benefits. What is wrong with this picture?
Oh, and President Obama raised those people's pay. He just raised it because he knows he's fixing to get out of office and not go back in. So he raised his afterpay, and anybody else that gets out of there, they just passed that.
Common everyday people like myself, who doesn't have health insurance, find me, go to hell right away and find me, because you're going to get that just like anybody else is going to get it. When I get it, you get it. I mean, don't they think that if I had the money to pay for health insurance that I'd have it? For crying out loud.
Right.
If I had the money, I'd pay for health insurance. But I'm sorry, I'm not spending $600 a month for health insurance for me when, knock on wood, I'm never sick.
Right? You never use it.
The first year of Obamacare, I bought into it. I paid for it. And luckily, I qualified for their help. Thank goodness. So my payment was $150 a month. Okay? So for 12 months, I paid my $150, but guess what? Never used it. So you know what? I could have used that money on something.
Right.
I could have used that 150 times 12 on something, And I know that's what insurance is all about, is in case of getting sick. Well, I can will myself to be healthy, and I can will myself to be ill. And I choose healthy. I don't know about anybody else, but maybe I'm just, a fluttered, idiot. But
well, no, I have insurance, and I use it. I never use it. My son has insurance, and he is sure to use it. Because he has to pay so much money for it, and he's going to use it because he's paying for it.
But you're not sick. If you're not sick.
No, but of course they find all kinds of stuff. I mean, now he's 20. Well, now he's 30.
Point.
Blood pressure. They find all kinds of stuff that they need to give you. You need to go and now have all these tests, and they'll find something.
My younger sister lives with me, and she's disabled, and she's on Medicaid. And so she gets her health insurance provided for her. Every time she goes to see the doctor, oh, well, we need to run these 5 tests. Let's refer you to this and let's refer you to that. They're milking the system just the same as anybody who's cheating welfare.
Yep.
The
I mean, it's the
doctors
biggest
are
Ponzi
milking
scheme
the
there
system.
is. The insurance companies are milking the system big time,
Yeah.
and they're paying off the doctors. The doctors, get side stuff. They get bonuses.
Pharmaceuticals pay
They pay.
doctors to write a
Hmm.
prescription for a specific brand.
Exactly. They're pushing whatever the pharmaceutical company tells them
Yeah.
to push. I mean, I got my friend who came over today, and she's got migraine headaches, and they gave her this pill I had never heard of before. And we're looking it up, and oh my God, all the side effects and everything that go with it, the
See,
cost
what's
of it. I was
worse,
just,
headache or
yeah,
liver
side
damage,
effects.
kidney
Yeah.
malfunction,
Hmm.
brain dead. Let's see, it'll get rid of my headache, but then here's the side effects, And then at the end, if you listen to these commercials, they give the side effects so fast.
And death
I
is
kind of get
included.
harassed by everything they're saying. Yeah.
Internal bleeding.
It makes me feel like speaking a foreign language because I sure can't follow it.
I know, and you still sound garbled to me, Chris. How does she sound to you in the chat room there? And I noticed that someone keeps popping. People keep popping in and out of the YouTube chat room. So if you guys
Come
want
on
to
in,
come
folks,
over
and
there,
share
yeah,
your voice. We want to
yeah,
hear from you.
definitely.
Yes. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm supposed to have this like high-speed internet, the best that Time Warner offers. You know,
Uh-huh.
um, but you just never know. Maybe there's a planet passing through our satellite or something. Who knows? And maybe it's just my energy gets riled and then it's downhill from there. I guess I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's
Chris is
or
saying in the
maybe the
chat
way it's
room, I don't
thinking.
have health insurance, and we were just penalized $3,000 because I don't have any. But it cost us like $700 a month. How messed up is that?
Yeah.
Don't they realize that if people had the money, they'd pay it? If
Yeah.
it was affordable, we'd buy it. Because
Right.
we don't, desire to be sick. And we don't want to be a burden on our children or our family or the government, for heaven's sakes. We want to be self-sufficient. Help us out here,
Right.
Help us out here. This is ridiculous.
Completely agree. I felt the
Yeah.
same way when they made car insurance legal to where everyone had to have it. Oh, well, there's still people that don't have it, and those are the ones that typically are getting in accidents. You know.
I'm gonna rat my daughter out, but then there you go. My daughter, I love her to death, but when she was 21, so she's 30 now, or will be next month. When she was 21, she got a DWI. 2 weeks later, she got another DWI. Guess what happened? She lost her license.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to pay a $1,500 fine that she's yet to pay. So, of course, here she is. She's not paid her fines, and she's in a state, I'm not going to tell you where, but she's in a state that doesn't do background check or research, where she was in New York, to discover that she really doesn't have a license, but yet she's driving a car. She was able to buy a damn car.
Wow.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, there's people get around it all the time. Laws aren't made for law-abiding citizens; they're made for criminals.
No, it's not for law-abiding citizens.
Mm-mm.
But for me, I'm too darn honest to even try to mess with the system, because I'd be the one they'd catch because I tell them myself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I got that. I go incognito. I'm like, no, I'm driving fast. There ain't no cops around. They can't see me.
You're right. People find the loopholes.
Yep.
Or they just don't care.
They half the time they don't care because it's too much money.
Yeah.
Like with the consequences to that drinking, maybe shouldn't be a suspension right away. It should be, going through classes and really teaching people what it is to have an accident when you kill a family because you're drunk driving. I mean, that's harsh, but there's a lot of harsh laws that people ignore.
But again, it's all about the money they make. It's not about caring about the people or teaching the people a damn thing. It's about, let me see how much money the state can rack up on this case.
Exactly. Yeah. Because a lot of people just pay those fines. They just send it in, do what they
Yeah.
have to,
Well,
or they don't, and they run.
yeah, I keep telling my daughter, come on, seriously. If you contact these folks and pay them $20 every 2 weeks when you get paid, you'll have it paid off in 6 months. You know what I mean? Pay it up. Own responsibility, pay it off. Then you can legally get your driver's license
Hmm.
and then legally buy a car. She can buy a car. She can't insure it because she can't produce a license, right? But she can buy a car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now,
That's
if you
like
can put
reckless
that,
abandonment.
oh, honey, you can, right? If they can buy a car, you better darn be sure that they're driving it.
Hmm.
They're driving it. If they can buy it, they're driving it.
For sure. Yeah,
Hmm.
of course. And like you said, that's from one state to another. They don't
Yeah.
always check and find out what's
No,
going on. But
no.
but at the same time, that's
But
like no responsibility on the people. Then I think that's where we need to start teaching, respect and responsibility. We I don't know. That's
yeah.
what I taught. I'm like, I tell my kids, you have
Yeah.
to be functioning people out there. You can't just go do and have reckless
I'm,
abandonment.
I'm looking at my calendar. Just something just clicked in my mind. There's a car dealership in our area, our neighboring town, I should say. And I saw the commercial, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. You know how they do the bait and switch ads? Okay, they're advertising cars for sale, the whole car for $99, but they're showing pictures on the ad of all new cars. And they're
Uh-huh.
being sold. They said, this is not the payment, folks. This is not your down payment. This is the full price of the car. And then the ad shows new cars or nice looking cars. I'm going. And they damn well better present me with a nice looking car that matches their ad, or I'm
Right?
going to make a stink. I want a $99 car, just like the ones you showed on your ad.
Yeah. Is there any kind of like small fine print, that might spat
Nope,
off
there wasn't any
some
small fine print. There was
roll?
nothing like that.
Wow.
No, so and the pictures they showed were of nice looking, beautiful cars. So
Hmm.
I'm going up there. I got to remember the date or got to catch that commercial again. But I'm going up there and I'm coming home with a $99 car. And it better
Right?
not be a clunker.
Well, you better film it, film it. Be
I'm
like, I'm
going to.
recording this.
I am. I'm going to. I am so serious. I am going to really, my husband, he hates taking me anywhere because he's like, shh, honey, shh, honey, shh. No, I'm not going to shush. Don't you shush me. I know what I'm talking about. People are like, oh God, here comes that lady again. You know, say what you mean and mean what you say, folks.
Hmm.
Or
Definitely.
Belle will get you.
Oh my God. What will
Yeah.
get you?
Belle.
Oh, Belle.
Belle.
I like that better than karma. Because karma doesn't always work on these people that go around driving with no license and no, you know, no taking no responsibility for what they may have left behind.
One of
Doesn't
my
work.
one of my friends one of my friends had commented. They said, Belle, you are the sweetest, nicest person I have ever met. But I have learned one thing: never piss you off. Because your energy goes from high and spiritual to
Mhm.
bam.
I go ghetto on your ass real quick.
Don't tell me I can buy a $99 car and then tell me, oh, but look at this one over here for 22,000. No, sir.
Right.
I want the $99 car that looks like the one in your ad.
Take that ad
And
with
it
you.
damn well
Or
better have an engine in it.
so it's an ad that's on TV. You gotta take a picture of that ad when it's on
It is
TV.
on TV. It is.
So you
And I
can
even went
take
to
it
their
down there. Take
website
that
to see if
picture.
they were advertising it on the website. But didn't see it on there. But it was a TV ad. So it was on
Take
our
a
local
picture.
station. So I'm going to catch that puppy. You watch.
Mm-hmm. Catch it. Take a picture. Take it with
They're
you.
not going to tell me, oh, we sold out. Bullshit, you did. I was here the crack of dawn, buddy. Oh, excuse me. Did I swear? Oh, my Lord. Sorry about that.
Uh,
See what
yeah,
happens when my feathers get ruffled? I
yeah,
forget
that's
my
okay.
manners.
No, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I don't trust anyone who doesn't cuss.
I didn't. I never used to curse at all until I quit smoking. What the heck is up with that business?
You serious?
I'm so serious.
One habit for another.
I must have. I must have taken on the spirit guide of a sailor.
Right? Get them cigarettes back. They suppress that stuff. No, not really.
I
I
told my
cuss like a
husband.
sailor.
Told my husband a couple months back. I said, I don't like who I have become since I quit smoking. I thought I was supposed to be this way because that commercial with the critter, the monster thing, rah, in the classroom, and it comes out this alien-looking monster, and it crawls back into the cigarette pack. That's what should be happening,
Yeah.
when you're smoking. Rah, you know, not when you're trying to quit to get that puppy out of you. I need to exercise the
Yeah.
demons.
Seriously, tobacco is a natural sedative, so it
It
keeps those
is.
little demons at bay.
Yeah.
I was once told, and of course I said all my life, Confucius say, you either a smoker or non-smoker. Find out which one and go with it. But I was told by someone I considered to be a human angel, because I just happenstance met him. He happened to, think that I looked familiar, so I invited him to come sit down when he was done with his business. So he came over and he sat down, and I'm in the smoking section, and so he was in the smoking section too, but he wasn't smoking. But the person he was dealing with was in the smoking section. Plus, it was a prettier view because it was
Uh-huh.
outside on the terrace in Prescott Valley, or actually Prescott, not Prescott Valley, up in Arizona. So anyway, he told me that there are people that are here that have to smoke to stay here. Because it's just too much. There's so much going on here that if energetically I didn't smoke, I would be there, bitch, all the time. So
Maybe that's it. So there's an excuse to be smoking again. You
but
know,
here's the
it's
thing. I tell everybody I came here to drink, smoke, have sex, eat. I started smoking, and well, first of all, I started drinking when I was 5 years
no
old.
way.
5 years old in the back seat of the station wagon, alone with a six-pack on the way home between the grocery store and the house, and I downed a couple of those beers.
No
So,
way.
oh yeah, and then I started smoking cigarettes when I was 7, 8 years old, and then I started smoking weed when I was 11.
Oh
So
dear.
I had to have something, but I suffered abuse. I had all this stuff going on in my world, and I don't think that if I had, didn't have the smokes, that I probably wouldn't be as calm and my energy's
Well,
able
see, and
to
that's
chill now.
and that's the thing. And smoking had a purpose for me, especially as a psychic medium. When I did readings, I would have a cigarette in between clients because that
Yes,
helped me to clear, all
exactly.
the energy that I absorbed while doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, in Indian ceremony, we blow the smoke up. We take it,
Right.
we use tobacco
Put it
as a
in their baggage and
ceremonial.
release it for them.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it takes the smoke and it takes the prayers up. So every time I smoke in a cigarette, I'm saying a prayer.
Yeah, well, I was too. Thank God I didn't kill someone today.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I believe that, because I've tried to quit. I've been with people who didn't want me to smoke, so I would try to quit for them. Yeah, it didn't work. They're not
I
around anymore. But the
Rub
smokes
off.
are.
That damn smoke, you killed him. No, I'm just kidding. But really, I mean, I was
Save them.
so much more calm as
Hmm.
a smoker,
Yeah,
than I am now.
yeah.
Now I'm ugly. I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a natural sedative. And again, I don't smoke. I can't smoke rolled cigarettes. Mm-mm. I have to roll my own. I use organic tobacco. I have
uh-huh.
to roll it myself. I can't. I don't because I can tell the difference between all the stuff they put in those rolled
And
cigarettes compared to the
formaldehyde
natural.
and all that stuff.
Exactly, and gunpowder to keep it going. My cigarettes go out. I have to keep relighting my cigarette because it goes out
Yeah.
because it's nothing that's keeping it going. It's just natural
Yeah.
tobacco.
Well, my,
But
my, my cigarette of choice was Salem Slim Lights because they
yeah.
were feminine.
Right. No. I roll mine thin. I don't roll them as big. I mean, I even put my own filter in it because some people use those machines, and
Yeah.
I freehand because I've been rolling since
Oh
I
my
was
goodness.
11.
So you just done. I'd be sitting there an hour later. Come on, goddammit! I can hear it. Sorry, I did that again, didn't I?
Oh yeah, but
I
that's what
really
we do to
don't
ourselves, though.
swear.
So many expectations on
I really
ourselves.
swear. I really don't. I'm just being, making a point, folks. Okay. It must be, it must be a new guide coming through or something. I'm telling you. Just kidding.
Right?
But yeah, I mean, the 10th of or excuse me, the 6th of April will be 10 months for me that I
Yeah,
quit smoking.
good for you. I don't say congratulations because I don't feel like it's an accomplishment. You're either going to smoke or
You
you're not.
know, seriously, I told my husband, you know, you'll like me better when I can smoke again. You really will.
I'm
But
telling you,
now,
my
but in all
mom
fairness,
would tell
yeah,
my
in all
dad,
fairness,
"You're not quitting."
yeah, well, in all fairness, you know, I couldn't talk without, you know, coughing. You know, I had trouble breathing, and
Yeah,
so,
the
you
Salems are
know,
hard on you.
huh?
Those Salems are hard on you.
Oh, but I like them. Yeah,
I know.
but yeah, but you know, they were and menthol anyway. I guess everybody says menthols were the worst for me,
Mm.
but that's what I started on, and that's what I stayed with.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia Slims was the first one because you were cool.
Right. Right. That slim white thing. He was a methanol I thought that said pot smoker. No, smoker. Methanol smoker too.
I never got into the
And,
pot. I never was a pot smoker.
and she like, look, see, she stopped smoking 4 years ago, but she vapes all the time. And I'm sorry, you just traded one habit for another. And sometimes those
Yeah.
chemicals they put in those vapes aren't the best.
Well, you know what? I did too because I eat now. I have put on, I know 30 pounds since I
Mm-hmm.
quit smoking.
Yep.
What is that noise all about?
Because you need something to do with your hands. A lot of people say that smoking is a subconscious thing. You need a habit to do with your hands. And so
Yeah,
if you're
well,
not
let's do
smoking, you're
something.
eating,
We need to do something besides eating, Belle.
right?
That's all there
Right?
is to it.
I know, I tell you. But people try in relationships try to change people. You can't do that. You can't judge people for the way they live in. You can't try and change who they are. Come on. That bugs me. That's the biggest my pet peeve in a relationship is when someone tries to change me. Like, wait a minute, who'd you fall in love with? Because I'm still me.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Like, mm-mm. Don't do it. Don't try and quit for nobody or do nobody. Just do you. Because I'm happy.
You know,
Trust
and
me.
that's
They're not
I
here.
really have a problem conforming to people's expectations of me because I'm not going to meet them. I'm not going to meet your expectations. I just would rather be myself and um and be comfortable with who I am and love myself than I am to try to please other people.
Yeah. Because
You
it's
know,
not
hey
pleasing other people
Kimberly,
doesn't make you happy.
look at that lovely blonde-headed lady there. Hey, darling,
Hey,
get
Kimberly,
yourself.
did you call into the show that I was on the other day? I knew that was you.
I
I
did
did, I
indeed.
guess.
There
I
she
kept
is. Hi,
thinking
darling.
afterwards. I kept
Those
thinking
wispy bangs.
that's
Ooh,
Kim.
Lord, she's just Marilyn Monroe-ish and stuff.
She's too cute.
That's amazing.
I know we both keep talking,
So,
so she can't talk. But she called into the show. I
Kimberly
was
is
doing
our
the Gina.
partner in crime. She is our partner in crime, indeed. But you know, and you know something else,
Now
Chris?
I can talk.
Oh,
Yeah, you know
Yes, I
hello.
something
called
else,
in and
Chris?
I didn't think you knew it was me in it, but I called in and it was fun. And that's my
Yeah.
story.
There you go. I knew it was you. It's
Yes,
like
To just finish up about the smoking conversations, you know, Chris, it wasn't until I quit smoking that I actually started to see wrinkles. What's wrong with that?
right. Just keep it up
When
because
I quit smoking is when I started noticing that my head, yes, that I had wrinkles, you know, and you know, around the
hey,
mouth. Like, what
yeah.
is what? What the
I tell
what?
you, I have wrinkles because I smile all the time. I mean, when I'm frowning, I don't look pretty. So I'm smiling all the time. So I have wrinkles all over my cheeks and everything, and
those aren't wrinkles, Belle. Those are wisdom lines.
that's it. That's true.
Wisdom lines? Well, then I am up there on the smart ticket then. No.
You know it. But
But yeah, I
again,
didn't notice them, or maybe the smoke clouded my sight. I don't know, but I just never noticed the wrinkles until, you know, until after I quit smoking, and I'm like, wait, what the heck is this? What, a
see
wrinkle
now,
here, and here? Oh my God! Yeah,
now you need to find a face exercise because smoking that cigarette was an exercise that your face is no longer doing. So those wrinkles are going to set in.
that hurt.
Right.
Well, I had
Yeah,
all that surgery. And
yeah, don't do
structural
that.
muscles that are not happy
Yeah,
with me right
right. Yeah,
now.
don't do that right now.
Oh,
But that's true, though. I mean, people find different things because their attention is no longer one that's missing now.
yeah.
But now
So,
it's
we're going to, squirrel.
right.
um, we're going to talk about the energy that is in the world today. What is going on?
Mm.
Everywhere we turn, there are terrorist attacks. There are people going, off the deep end. There are uh, devastation everywhere, and people are saying that the world's going to hell. But what say you, Solana? What's going on? Before I
Um,
open my big mouth, I've been doing all the talking. I'll let you talk.
no, you haven't. We've
What
been,
say you?
you're a very good conversationalist. You know when to step up and when to step back.
When to
But
shut up, you mean?
no, no. I wouldn't say that to you, Miss Bell.
Don't make me mad. I'll be Bell, Ms. Hope.
Yeah,
Don't
we don't need
make
the
me
demons to come out. I don't have to perform here on live show, okay? But anyway, I think that I've been watching it really. I mean, I'm gonna be 50. When am I this year? I always say I'm 29, so I forget how old I am. But anyway, I'm in my
and
50s,
it
mid
works.
50s, right? And I mean, even my kids are like, "How old are you?"
Spirit just said
Um,
56.
what?
Spirit just said 56. Are you going on
No,
56?
no, no.
Okay.
That's a couple more years. But yeah, I've been watching this though since I was little. I could see spirit and energy since I was little, and so it's like it always looked backwards to me, and it always looks like it's gonna come to a head like a pimple, and just burst. That's how the energy feels to me, and every time it does, something happens. I can't ever, or not always told, what it is. It's not always a big event, but it's enough to happen. And so and we're also in the perspective that in order to have change, something's bad's got to happen. Because nobody changes when it's all good, right?
Yeah.
So something bad is always, like coming to that head. And right now we're just in a time where it feels accelerated. According to the Mayan calendar and everything, we're in a 260-day period. It's right now this just feels like it's going to take 5 minutes to get through. It's just, and
Yeah.
everything's accelerated and just, and you can just feel it like a band-aid or like a band, what's it called? A rubber band
Yeah. Well, I've
pulling.
always said that with all the release of negative energy that we've been bagging up, now we're being told to let all this go. Okay? Release, release, release. Well, where is it going? Where does
Mm-hmm.
this energy go when we release it? It's up into the, nethers. It's up into the energy field. And
His
so,
neighbor next door to your neighbor. You don't.
exactly. So what happens when you have, we shall call them Gentiles, what happens when we have people that don't get what we do or don't understand our jargon, okay? And they're absorbing all this energy that's being released and let go, and then they don't know what to do with it,
Yeah, they
accept,
take it in.
you know what I mean? And so that I think is a lot of what's happening in the world. A lot of, this stuff is going on, but it's almost like spring cleaning. Okay, when you're spring cleaning, what do? You tear the room apart. You take everything and toss it to the middle of the floor, and you clean around the corners, and you start all over again. And that's what I think Mother Earth is doing.
It has done.
Yeah,
Has done. I
yeah.
mean, how many civilizations? I mean, why do we think that we're so special and that we are so entitled? I mean, I meet so many people today that feel entitled. I'm like,
Oh
why?
yes.
Why you feel entitled? You didn't have to go through no slavery. You didn't have to go through no abuse. Why do you feel entitled? But that's just the energy of the way people think because that's the programming. That's the energy that's being put out. It's like there's technology that is harnessed and used against us that nobody can see.
Yeah.
And so it leaves
We have
them thinking that they just have bad luck.
yeah. We have no clue.
None.
Hmm.
And they don't
You know.
believe me.
So what we need to understand is yes, indeed, this year and next year there is an elevated energy of cleanse and release. You know, um, it's about letting things go because we cannot progress further carrying any of this baggage. We'll just get left behind. The train is leaving, so you better jump on board or wait, bye-bye. Because it's not waiting. This energy is not waiting anymore. We've had enough warning. We've had enough instructions. Now it's time to act, and it's time to let things go. And some of this stuff that we're dealing with, and trust me, folks, I had the same problems you do with letting stuff go. Because we're human. We're human. So we're being asked to release this energy to let it go. Another thing that we have to think about, and Solana, Kimberly, you guys that are in this field, Chris, is that we need to also consider what if all these events that are taking place today are supposed to happen? What is that teaching us?
Yeah, see, I don't even want to go there. 'Cause they're not here teaching us nothing other than people still are following the program,
Well,
and just
if
still
we think
status
about
quo.
if we think about what example can we let's go to Hitler. Let's think about Hitler. What a dirty dog he was. You know, he was just a horrible person. But his actions are what changed the mass. He affected the masses. And so therefore it taught a lesson to the world. Don't be like him. You know what I mean? There was something that we gained by his ugliness. And so,
Well, we want to do that with everything, right?
well, yeah, we want to look at
Because
this.
we have to be no. We if we can't find some goodness out of it, then it'll drive you mad. We have to
Exactly.
rationalize the irrational events that are
True,
happening.
true.
That's why we set
But we have
ourselves up
to
to think.
realize that sometimes, and this happens even with people that are interacting with you in your life today, sometimes ugly people are there simply because they're playing a role. They're playing a role because we agreed to have this experience in order to learn something, in order to gain knowledge or experience and move forward.
And
So,
see, in my premises, they're being used. These dark energies have infiltrated them, and now they're fucking with me.
oh, she said that word on there. All right, watch your mouth.
That's what I call them because I'm a good person. I don't intentionally hurt anybody or do anything. And I learned really young what it meant to stand up for myself, to stand up for people that I know were being hurt. And, like I said, I was raised in an abusive situation and everybody came to me. I'm second born with firstborn responsibility. And then seeing the energy play that's been going on, I am not one to sit here and believe that we are here for any kind of lesson. Like I said, I came here to drink, smoke, have sex, eat, have fun.
Party, rock and roll. Is that how you do it? Rock and roll. Is that the symbol? Rock on, man. Or is
So
it rock on, man? Oh,
it's like party on, dude. Party on. Party
Wait, hold
on.
on. What is it? It's this? What does this mean, Dell?
Party on. It means I love you. Party on.
I'll do that. But seriously, if we can stop and think about, and I don't know, maybe I'm just a fluff sort of person, but I like to be able to try to see the good in all people, even bad people. There's
Oh yeah.
got to be something or a purpose therein. And there are some people out there, guys, before you go off on the, tantrum with me, there are people out there that are just pure evil. They're just ugly, period. They're not trying to teach nothing. They're just being ugly. And that's okay. But then the question then becomes, if it pushed my buttons, if it bothered me, then what am I supposed to learn from it?
Depends on
It's
what it is.
about you, people. It's about what is your reaction to the world? What is your reaction to this political, garbage that we're having to, listen to every day? If Donald Trump ruffles my feathers, what is it about Donald Trump that is triggering me, and what do I need to release? That's where I think all this stuff is going.
Yeah, a
That's
lot of
how I
people
choose to
do.
see it. Does that make sense?
It might make sense to a lot of people, Belle. I mean, a lot of people have been talking like that to me for. I mean, I've been in this psychic professional world for 22 years now, and I've heard a lot of love and light. I hear a lot of the old wisdom of the healers of they're here to do this, they're here to do that. The law of attraction. It's not been my experience. I don't believe I'm here for lessons. I believe I'm here because let me tell you, I do as I do, and I help. I assist those that are being abused and wounded, and and attacked. And people that I work with today are still being attacked.
Why you have this stance? You know why? I'm cupping your face. You can tell that I'm cupping your face. Do you know?
Let me come close.
There we go. So here, before I lose it, don't let me lose it. I'm talking to my guide. Sorry. So here's the thing. You're right. I don't believe you are here to have to learn any lessons per se. At least not at this time, Spirit states. Not at this time. However, you are here to help pick up the pieces because you've already evolved to a certain place in life to where these things do not affect you. Okay, but you are here to help those who are on that. Let's face it, guys. We're not all on the same level of understanding on a spiritual aspect. Do you buy that? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'll sell it to you for $1. But
anyway,
we're not all on the same level.
Bargain.
And so you are, in a position where you're here, and you're interacting with people that are here that are needing that guidance. They're needing that, band-aid that you're here to provide. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're here serving a purpose, but it's to help others heal. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah. So I mean, why am I special? I'm not special. No, it affected me. I had to work through it. I had to do all those same due diligence.
It's an agreement you made coming here that you would, help people put the pieces back together again. You're fixing the Humpty Dumptys of the world.
Yeah, because they're messed up. They're infiltrated.
Again.
I'm like, I tell you what, if I hadn't seen half the stuff that I saw, I wouldn't believe me either. I wouldn't. I'd be right there with those people that are just like, oh, love and light, and it's just about, you're here to be blah, blah, blah. No, dude, this place is just freaking awesome. And that's why I'm back here, or I choose rather, and allow myself to come back here to be in that position, because I ain't coming back here to be in the ground.
I have such an issue with that. Let's don't even change the subject. But I have an issue with, you better burn my butt. When I'm gone, cremation all the way, because the idea of having worms crawling through me is just not going to happen.
No, that ain't happening. Burn me too.
Because I'd rather just be translated. I don't want to. Is that the word translated?
Transmuted.
Transmuted or transitioned or whatever I want to
transition.
Yeah, I'd rather just be. Why are these? There's all these cars. I'm in a cul-de-sac, like a dead-end cul-de-sac, and I bet there's been 15 cars drive down my street, turn around, and come back up, and they go real slow in front of my house.
Mm.
Do you want to see boobage? I don't mind showing boobage.
Give that woman a cigarette. Mean.
He's going, oh my Lord, and this person's on my team.
I tell you what.
Okay. Did I say squirrel before I did that?
Yep, squirrel. I know. That's what happens, though. We get on a talking tangent, and then all of a sudden, whoo, squirrel. That's how easily distracted we are, though, and it's not our fault, really. It's just the energy play,
And I'm really
it's the energy play that's happening.
I'm really not ADD. I honestly can focus. but,
right.
I do think that, and the world isn't all about fluff and rainbows and unicorns and fairies, and I totally get that, but I do believe that a lot of things that happen in our lives are happening as a purpose, and that's about what we are here to learn and gain experience in, and And the same thing is that many of us are here to pick up the pieces, because we are not affected by things of the world, and that's
And I just happen to think it's the game of the day because there's been many civilizations here that were far more advanced than we. And
yeah,
so, but since then, it's like there's this energy play to keep everything down, and keep you from knowing who you truly are, and from remembering that you've already been here and done this. It's not about your lessons. It's just the game that's afoot. That's
I
what's
always said
happening on
when
this
I was a
planet.
young teenager that this was a chess game.
Exactly. I feel like a pawn in somebody's chess game. I want to be the queen, or
I
at
was going to
least.
say, well, you're a pawn. You're not a pawn. You're the queen.
I was the
Biggest of
pawn.
night.
I was the pawn for years
Yeah.
till I figured out the game, and then I
Yeah.
became
So
the
when
knight.
is the game over?
It's until that's what I think we go through every time that we go through any kind of change.
Yeah.
To where, because trust me, 40 years ago, we couldn't have had this conversation. We would not have been talking like this. I say it all the time, because I could not have these
40 years
conversations.
ago.
Well, even with people, I couldn't have this conversation with my friends, with my family. They thought I was crazy, But
years
but we
ago,
can
people
now.
did think I was crazy. They thought I was
I,
a witch or something
oh,
because
dude, I've been caught all kind of
what I
stuff.
do. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was
definitely.
scary. And seriously, talking about being psychic was totally taboo
Yes,
in my youth.
and it
I
still
remember
is
my mom.
to some extent.
I
People
remember
are a
my
little
mom
scared.
telling me as a kid, you stop that. That's evil.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
as a teenager, I wanted to be normal, so I tried my hardest to make it stop.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hold it back. I couldn't stop it.
Mm-mm.
And finally, I just realized, you know what? This is who I am, and I have to embrace this one way or another. If I can't make it go away, I may as well work with it.
Oh yeah, I didn't start doing that until I was 30. I was when I was 30. Then I was like, maybe there's something to all this that I need to be paying attention to because that I needed to figure out on my own because again there was no one to talk to. So here we are, 20, 30 years later, and the conversation has been able to shift. And the only reason it's been able to shift is because 20, 30 years before that, there was another group of people referred to as hippies, and that changed the conversation. Yeah, they shifted the conversation.
Rock and roll.
And that's what it takes is people talking. That's what I love about doing the shows and getting conversation out there and just talking about everything. Put it out there. I don't care what it is. A frying pan with an alien. I don't care. Let's talk about it because it means that you're not sitting at your home thinking that it's all about you and that this is it. Yeah. Now, we need to live and be.
This is how change happens, folks.
Exactly.
Hash our feelings when we start to, realize that we're not the only one who thinks this way.
Exactly. We're not alone.
No,
and we feel so alone.
Just to open yourselves up to learning something. Open yourselves up to hearing another side, and growing through said experiences.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hope that this show is accomplishing.
Yeah.
It's education, and that's what I'm hoping we can do.
Yeah, don't be afraid to pop that pimple, honey. Isn't it a relief when you get that popped? Allow it to pop. Allow it to be done with it. Put some salve on it and be about your business. And we keep going. Because it only gets worse because it's something we're not used to. We got that fear of the unknown. What's going to happen now? Well, guess what? You'll be okay as long as you live in that faith. It's not about living in faith that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. But it's about knowing that no matter what happens, faithfully, you'll be taken care of and you'll be okay. And everyone else will be. You just have to start changing your thoughts about things.
So now, will we eventually evolve into where we will be able to take callers who want to ask questions?
People can come into the chat room, and they can come on air with us.
Yeah.
So it's not
questions for a one question reading type of thing.
Yep.
Because that's what a lot of my friends are looking for. They like the opportunity to be able to jump in and ask a question because something is troubling them, and one question only, guys. It's not about getting a full reading. Okay, that's where you have to pay something. My time and your time is valuable.
Yeah.
So.
And we have sites for that you can go through. Our information's on the description. But definitely, that's why I would try to get everybody to get into the Google Hangout, because this is where you want to come if you want a reading. So when we do a reading show, You definitely want to be in the Google Hangout. And those links are posted on our Paranormal Psychic Network page on Facebook, as well as my page, which is Sherry Solana, and Miss Belle Salisbury. She posts them up also. Yeah. So you can follow them, and they're posted 15 minutes before the show comes on. And you can also just watch on YouTube, but you can't interact in the chat.
Right, but these recordings, as you just said, are posted then to YouTube.
Yep.
We're going to be YouTube stars.
We're streaming live on YouTube right now. We stream live on YouTube. Yep, we stream live on YouTube. So we have 2 viewers over there right now. They keep popping in and out. So we've had up to 10, 12 live viewers tonight.
So Solana, for those folks that are listening in for the first time, because I haven't done a radio show. Can you believe I have not done a radio show in almost 2 years?
I know. You just were on with us a few times, but you hadn't been. So not anymore.
Yeah. So for those that don't know who we are, tell me about you. Let's tell our listeners all about you. What do you do? Who are you?
Oh my God, I hate talking about myself. Let me tell them what you do.
I'm talking about myself. What do you mean?
I have, like I said, I've been in this professional side of the psychic world for 22 years now. But I've been a psychic all my life and a medium. Talk to dead people, and I've seen energy. I teach about psychic abilities and how to see and read that energy that is out there, and it's amazing. I love doing that because, trust me, I take women and men who have never seen auras before, or even understood what a chakra was, and at the end of that class they are reading chakras and reading auras and really connecting in a different way. It gives you a whole different perspective when you can see things in that energetic way instead of the physical stuff that we're used to. So I love doing that, so teaching, and then of course I do clearing, paranormal investigations, clear the houses, clear the people, clear land, buildings, cars.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I love doing that, and then plus of course I do spiritual counseling, and so I've got several ladies that I just counsel with every week, and just we're kind of like that support group. For each other, because every week it's something. There's just something you got to deal with every week. It's like, we get through one thing and here we go again. People think just because I'm psychic and I understand this that I don't go through life. Well, no, we're all on this messed up planet. Yeah. I still get people try to mess with me. So but energetically, if you deal with it, it's releases your body. You're talking about releasing and letting go. That's the biggest thing for me, is to energetically through your chakra system. Mm-hmm. So so I do that as well. And I'm a writer to an extent. I love to write. I just suck at it.
Well, aren't you submitting stuff to Belle and Solana magazine?
Because I would drive you crazy. You'd have to edit.
The editor does. They edit.
You would drive. You saw my book.
I'm calling you up going, Solana, what the hell are you trying to say? No.
Exactly. What does this sentence mean?
To make you look good.
I've got several books that I need to finish because I've got all these ideas. Yeah. This energy that flows. So that's what I do. And besides, I'm a mom, a grandmom, and I'm a Belle Esprit Diamond. Yes, I am.
Belle Esprit Diamond, psychic and healer. Yep.
Yes. And then plus a mom. I'm a caretaker for my mom, and I've got 12 grandchildren, 4 children. So.
Oh Lord.
Life has been fun.
Yeah. And so, what is your website?
It's psychicsolana.com.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And then plus I sell a lot of stuff on the side. I'm like an entrepreneur spirit where I've got Canaway, which is CBD products, and I've got the Norwex now, which is those amazing microfiber self-cleaning. I'm just in love with the cleaning because I'm OCD about cleaning. I'm a clean freak. I even hashtagged it, registered my Clean Freaks Unite hashtag.
And for those of you that have not heard about Norwex, Solana, myself, and Miss Kimberly Simon, we are Norwex consultants. And what is Norwex? Chemical-free cleaning, folks.
Woo-hoo!
So if you want to learn more, contact one of us, and we will enlighten you.
Definitely. I know that. I'm just amazed. I can't wait because we're going to do parties. Because, again, video is the way. Online is where it's happening. So we're going to do parties that are live video also. I can't wait because that's just going to be so interactive and fun. And get people really as excited as I am, because I'm telling you,
So if
I
you
spend a
want
lot of
to,
money on cleaning stuff.
we're
So I'm
actually
really
doing a party on Thursday night on our GoToMeeting site, and so if you're interested and you're hearing about this tonight, if you're interested, contact me or Solana, and we'll get you a link
hmm
to hook you up Thursday night. Come in and join us and learn about how you can clean your home totally, completely chemical free.
save money, save time. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just amazing, amazing stuff
Never
that we
buy
need.
another paper towel again.
Mm-mm,
Never touch bleach again.
mm-mm. Oh my God, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
I'm
I'll tell
excited.
you
I
this.
can't
Yeah, well,
say no.
when we first moved into our home, we've been here a little over a month. I dusted my home with the Norwex dust mitt. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And I have yet to have to dust yet.
Right?
I'm liking stuff.
Yeah, no, it
You
stays
know,
because it's like
dust.
microfibers, like takes the dust away. When you dust, you typically have to do it with a really damp rag because it's, going to fly all over your house
You're
because
kicking
there's
it
no
up in the air,
flying.
and then it's going to
Yeah,
settle down 5 minutes later.
this stuff is like attracted to the mitt itself, and it just like takes it all up.
Yeah.
You don't even have to clean it; just hang it. It's self-cleaning. Seriously, awesome stuff that I'm excited about because again, I'm all about being clean, and green.
Yes.
Yeah, so amazing stuff. So you have to check us out, follow us. We talk about it a lot. I post up about it all the time, so it's good stuff. Good stuff.
And
So yeah, so tell us then now, Belle, what you do. That was what I do. Now what do you do?
oh, okay. I was supposed to promote Norwex, but I forget about me. Yeah, my name is Belle Salisbury. For those of you that do not know me, you can certainly learn more about me on my website, bellsalisbury.com, or you can follow me on Facebook. I have a fan page, Belle Salisbury Psychic Medium, or my real page, the real me, not the real me, but my personal one at just Belle Salisbury on Facebook. And I am the owner of Bella Spree magazine and the editor, of course, of the magazine for all the contributors. And you can learn more about Bella Spree by going to BELLESPRIT.com. A lot of people look at it and call it Belle Spirit, but that's not it. It's Belle Esprit, which is French for beautiful people.
Yeah, and those links are actually on our description page also, so you can
Wonderful.
go and check them. And I'm going to put the Norwex ones up there too. I just forgot to do it before the show
Yeah.
today.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody needs to go check it out. Be on top of it, like Chris said. We're on top of it. Well, get on top of it. That's just it. Everyone says we're the ones we're waiting for, and then they don't do anything.
Yeah. Well, we
Go
got to
make a change. Make a
we got to
change.
motivate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a good motivator.
Mm-hmm. Be
I can't say what I was thinking. So anyway, does Chris or Sandy or Miss Kimberly have anything they want to come on and talk about or share or anything to lend to the conversation that we've been enjoying? Although we're all over the place, but that's just how we work. That's how we roll.
That's how the show rocks. That's how we
Yeah.
roll.
Here's something to talk about. All kind of stuff. Exactly.
That squirrel will travel. Maybe that's what the title of the show needs to be. Squirrel.
No, because then it'd be distracting for other people. They'd be like, "Where?"
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll have squirrel lovers coming on, waiting to hear about the stories of squirrels.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Chris, thank you for saying I'm a great writer. Because I'm not.
You are a fabulous writer. So I expect to see some contribution from you.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but may not be fun. People are gonna be scared. What is this Google thing now?
Yeah, this is what I feel like is that if spirit has given you something that you feel motivated or moved to share, then it needs to be shared, and then it's my job to help clean it up should it need cleaning up, which I really doubt, but if it needs a little grammar corrections, syntax corrections, what have you, that's what I'm there for. That's my job.
All right. I just don't want to drive it crazy.
Also an editor for the magazine, so she's good at fixing things up.
Who's that?
Rebecca Nighty.
Oh,
She's
okay.
on our team, Bella Spree, Becca.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's full to know because I tell you, I that my grammar's not the best, and it's not that I didn't try. I'm just dyslexic, and so
That's
it,
all right.
it presents a problem.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's
But
my
anyway,
job to help you.
yeah. Well,
You
I
can do it.
appreciate that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll try and contribute. I'll pull out one of my books maybe and break it up. I don't know.
There you go. What better way to start?
Right? Do short stories. I got some really scary ghost stories I could tell you all about.
Ooh, we need some paranormal writing.
Hmm.
That
True
folks
stuff.
would love to read that stuff. We do have a
Right?
paranormal section, so yeah, huh?
All right. All right. We'll see. No promises. I'm not making nothing. No promise on air.
Oh.
I will work it out. We'll see what happens. And we'll see if I can fit it in. Oh my God, my time.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Got a
all right.
busy
Well,
schedule.
they don't seem to want to talk. I think Kimberly got jumped out or something. She's no longer here. Sandy's not saying nothing. Chris doesn't want to add to the conversation. But please, next time you come in to the show, add to it. This Friday, I'm going to do a sound off so we can talk about what's pissing us off. So do that. We'll be doing that at 9 o'clock Eastern time, Friday night, sound off with me right here.
All
Be there,
right.
be square. And then Sunday we'll be
Who
back with
said
Common
that?
Chat.
Oh, right. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. All right. That's the great demons trying to come
Somebody
back.
jumped down my throat.
Oh my God, too funny. All right, so and we'll be back here next Wednesday. Me and Miss Belle right here. And if you guys want to talk about anything, any subjects, topics, let us know. Otherwise, we're just gonna ramble because that's what we do.
Thanks for joining us tonight. This was fun.
Yay, yes. Thank y'all for joining us. And for those of you that are watching us on YouTube, go follow us on Paranormal Psychic Network on Facebook so you can get the links to come into the private chat here. We record on Google Hangout. So, all right, then. Say goodbye, good night, till next time.
Rock and roll, folks. I did it that time, right?
Right? Rock and roll.